Right, Ad, tell us about your new office. Looks pretty good from where we're sitting.
Yeah, I was remarkably lucky that my day's work came to me today, so thank you for that. I was going to pack up and go home and do a load of writing, but so yeah, my office today is Bayswater Syndicate Lake, which you can probably hear the police sirens going on over in the background there. You get the A12 is not too far away, so you get a little bit of ambient noise, but it's all right actually. It's a special little place. It's an inordinately busy Essex syndicate, but it's got some incredible fish, and as you know, there's nowhere that's got incredible fish that isn't busy, unless you can tell me one later when the cameras aren't rolling. But so yeah, you sort of put up with that. It's got about 40 carp, and they are all amazing, immaculate, beautiful, and in many cases really big fish. So this is my office today.
I think it'd be fair to say, wouldn't it, that your kind of career in inverted commas has been quite twisting and turning many different directions. Do you think, having led you to a position where you're now working a lot of the time from the bank, doing what you love, that's been the culmination of an interesting journey?
Yeah, I think certainly the foundations that I laid through contacts and things I did in my time in the industry has led to allow me to do this. I spend 2 nights fishing every week now. And when I say that, I think, oh, flipping hell, you're pretty much a time bandit. But then I think all the way through my teens, 20s and 30s, I fished 2 days a week, except it was Saturday and Sunday, Friday night and Saturday night. So I haven't actually started doing loads more fishing. And a lot of the places that I fish, it's actually busier during the week than it is at weekends now. But the rest of my time is invariably spent outdoors, guiding people. And so on. So when you mix in a bit of your own fishing, outdoors with like-minded people, with an element of writing and filming thrown in, it's a very nice. I'm very lucky. I'm really lucky because every weekend is family time. So really, if I take my own fishing out of it, I'm not really having to do an awful lot to put bread on the table. And for that, I'm really fortunate, really grateful. And I just want to, you never know when the bubble's going to burst, do you? So I want to do it and enjoy it, smell the roses along the way, as they say. And yeah, I'd say at the moment my life has never been better, and I'm constantly lucky, thankful for the luck and the way things are. I've got a beautiful son, lovely wife, really good balance to my life, and couldn't be happier really. So yeah, very, very lucky.
Were there times after you left the industry that you thought, I don't know what I'm actually going to do here?
I never have really known what I wanted to do.
Well, let's actually go back along that route, because you have done a lot of different things. Give us a little bit of a flavour about how you've meandered through.
First of all, I'd have to, as a sort of disclaimer, I'd say that my meandering path, as you put it, through the workplace for the last 40 years, has been, not 40, 35 years, has been based really on the fact that I always had this maxim that if I woke up one day and I didn't want to go to work, I'd change what I was doing, because I've seen a lot of people, particularly when I worked in factories when I was in my late teens, a lot of people who got old doing a job they hated. And let's face it, if you've got a job you hate, then your life is pretty rubbish, isn't it? And if you've got a job you love, you never do a day's work in your life. So I've always been kind of, I've always been rigidly adherent to that. So if I had got to a point where I didn't want to go to work, that's rare actually, to be honest, but if I got to a point where I'd maybe learn everything within a particular role, then, and I felt I was just treading water, then I would look for something else to do. So I think that, coupled with the fact that there's another thing as well. I've always tried to get enjoyment from what I've done. And so I've been a builder, a bus driver, a fireman, a chauffeur driver, a postman, an ink driver, a bookbinder, a printer, and probably another 10 things that I can't even think of. But
Gigolo?
Never been a gigolo. I've not been paid. I haven't been paid for one, which I suppose is the definition of gigolo. I've been an unpaid gigolo. And my wife isn't watching this. So through that litany of different vocations, I've always enjoyed them.